Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Episode 64. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
And we got a special guest for episode 64. We got the commander-in-chief, the toxic general himself, the president, Jamie Toxx.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Oh, shit. What you want, sound? What sound you want, bro? I got a bunch. I got DaBaby.
I don't know. Give him more.
Security!
Gunshots. Yeah, people, your boy back. We here.
Oh, yes. And he's here for the whole episode. So, yes. Before we get started, please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. Branded deals, business opportunity. Please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 64, fellas. We here, man. You know how this goes. Our weekly check-ins. How y'all doing this week?
Oh, me?
On you, Jamie. Welcome. It's been a minute, bro. Welcome back. We got to talk to people.
It's been a minute. First off, I want to say shout out to all the lovely ladies that's been touching the This Might Not Go Well set the last, 5 or 6 episodes. Y'all did an immaculate job holding it down and keeping these gentlemen accountable. And other than that, I'm chilling. It's a great setting. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk with the guys. And, I've been chilling, working out, staying in shape, keeping the mind right, reading these books, and keeping myself educated and motivated.
I gotta clap it up for that. This man out here.
Yeah.
We can't. That wasn't even toxic. I'm disappointed. That wasn't even toxic. I feel like my shit boring now.
Wait, put your IG handle out there one more time for them.
Oh, word. Y'all can all follow me at respectfully _AG on Instagram. And that's the only place I'm really at. I'm not too active, but I'm there. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me for anything that you need.
Okay, killer outside. Respectfully, AG. Sliding in a DM near you.
All right, Slick, what about you? How you feeling this week?
I'm chilling, man. Everything been real copacetic. Just, working, hitting some strides. Been getting a lot of positive feedback about just, the growth I've shown in the profession. I also started playing basketball with the kids, which is, I've sworn off competitive sports, but it's been fun watching them because, they're not the nicest, but they think they are. So when you get to go down there and, play with them and, end up getting in shape, not going to lie, I'm glad we're not recording this. I got a little busted lip, dude's kind of strong for 7th and 8th graders. But, just good.
You fucked around and got a triple-double like Ice Cube?
I tried to. I tried to. We was only playing game 8, but then I got a game 9. I caught the little, I was like, yeah, I'm only shooting for the rest of the day now. Too funny for this. But, all energy is good. Like my brother Jamie said, just look for ways to grow. He said it so eloquently. But I'm good. How you feeling, B?
Oh, man. Feeling good. Had a great session today with Dr. Asia Jones. Shout out to her. It was always great to speak with your therapist and, unravel some things and notice some new things about yourself. So that's great. I'm liking the journey that I've been on my therapy, Other than that, this week has been good. It's been a busy week at work, but we got through it. You feel me? And we're back here to pod for a lot of episode, and we got a good pod episode for y'all today. You feel me?
Define good, because I've been seeing a lot of podcasts where brothers is getting shredded for sharing their opinions, or they sound bite something and it's just like, "Ooh, this might not go well. You shouldn't have said that, player." they ripping that.
Women are saying male podcasts or the new birth control for men. So I don't know how I feel about that. We can't even have podcasts now. Like now, I feel like every woman I've seen in comments, not every, but some, are just like, if you have a podcast, ain't looking too good for you out here,
That's why you can't have your profile picture and the images and stuff. You got like, well, disassociate. People think I don't post because I don't like the podcast. No, I just prefer to maintain my godly
Okay,
image.
can we have an honest conversation about that? Because you know me, Slick. I'm a podcast connoisseur, so I listen to all different types of podcasts.
You're using big words to preserve your fuckery. That's impressive.
Oh, I know. You was using big words in our Patreon content.
And you said
wait, hold on. Before I get to my little soliloquy about that, go check out our Patreon content. We just dropped the first ever This Might Not Go Well Radio, Volume 1, and we got in our white people bag. And I ain't gonna lie, Slick surprised me with some of the choices he made. So I was, Big Time Rush. I ain't gonna lie, unpopular opinion. Not a lot of these music shows can fuck with Big Time Rush. I'm saying that right now in the versus battle.
They had a
gotta
drill
tune
music.
in.
Remember the drill music video? Them boys was outside. But now carry on with your soliloquy. Go plug.
Yeah. So I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I listen to a lot of female-based podcasts and a lot of male-based podcasts. But I don't understand why when male podcasts that talk about relationship with women start getting popular, now it's hate all podcasts and birth control and stuff like that. But there's a lot of female-based podcasts that kind of talk about guys
not being shit.
Similar ways. Yeah, similar ways. So I'm just like, there was no call to arms for that. But as soon as podcasts like that, and once again, we don't support Fresh and Fit, whatever them stupid podcasts. We don't support those. But like, I just don't like that. Now that you say you have a podcast and you're a guy, it's automatically a red flag type shit now.
What you think, Jamie? You listen to pods. You don't want to put me onto actual podding. So,
I mean, a podcast is for you to have your opinion, and that's it. And any type of publicity, whether it's negative or positive, is usually good because that means you watching my shit or you listening to my shit. So podcasts are good. You get to see different people's opinions. And I listen to a couple of female podcasts, and they be shitting on the fellas too, and that's rightfully so. Sometimes we need to be shitted on, and if we gonna shit on some of the females, then we gotta shit on them. The operative word that we should always use is some, or in my opinion, or the
from
ones
my
that I've done,
experiences.
from my experiences. We can't just put everybody in the same pocket.
That is true. You definitely do touch a nerve. You get that text message like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" Wait a minute. No. It wasn't true.
I think they would think we haven't met all the women in the world. So like, obviously, we're not talking about every single woman. But some things you make an ass of yourself, right?
Some things do, sometimes you hit a nerve and it's like, ooh, maybe they not that girl, but they was almost that girl. And they like, wait a minute, don't take me to this dark place. I'm trying to, I'm here. What we said, most times people come for the toxic sections or things like that. They love toxicity, but it's not necessary. When it reflects on you, it's like, wait a minute, y'all getting too close to comfort, bro.
Facts. Especially that medium ugly episode that we have. A lot of you girls was out here fake capping in my DM talking about, oh, that's not true. We don't like. No, y'all go for the medium ugly nigga.
Yeah, for a fact.
I'm about to say, Jamie,
ugly.
let me ask you a question. You ever seen a dude that a girl used to mess with, or somebody you've been surprised with somebody how some dudes had these women? You like, wait a minute, what is it? Like, what is it? I don't like. And you sometimes you bold enough to ask, like, how?
Yes, and who was it that was on the episode? She was 100% correct. They don't go for the one that looks OD, the tall guy that got the full beard and he got cash because he might be feeling himself. They go for the medium ugly because they can kind of control him because I don't know what she really looks like or whatever.
They scared of competition.
Yeah,
but
shout out to her though. Shout out to her. Like, respectfully, AG.
Shout out to Nicole. She'll be in a future episode.
Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to you, mama.
I had to shoot that. You had to. All right. Well, yeah, the podcast, male dominated or oriented podcast being birth control. I get it's a funny joke. And it's hilarious because, it's always the worst clip that come out. It's like, all right, I hit your point, but there's a lot of content out there where it's like, yo, it's not even meant to drag you down. It's just like, yo, we just want to talk about it's barbershop talk. And and the great thing about podcasts is like, if you feel that way, you don't got to listen to it. And don't judge me off of all. Half the time we just bullshit. Other half we dead ass and we just trying to, we add an LOL after. You know how you send an LOL in a text message when you dead ass just to be like, all right, I want to make sure I still get the box, but. These are the laughter. The ladies understand. LOL, I really meant what I said, but the LOL is just like, all right, I ain't trying to really, we ain't gonna ruin this tonight. We can talk about it in the future.
I'm joking if you're not about it, but if you're about it, I'm with it. That type of shit. You feel me? But we got a couple topics that we want to run through before we get into our toxic topic. Maybe we might get canceled for this toxic segment this episode, but let's get into it. The Black Panther director Ryan Coogler got arrested, or at least escorted out of Bank of America.
Detained for a little while, I guess would be the appropriate verbiage.
For, I guess, robbery. That was the, I guess, what you would say was the thought by the clerk. You want to break it down, Slick?
Yeah. So essentially, the way the story goes, from my understanding, is that Ryan Coogler was in Atlanta, and he stopped by a Bank of America branch to take out money. Now, when you take out a large amount of cash, you can't just go to the ATM. So he went to the teller, and he handed her a piece of paper for $12,000. Now, of course, you see a piece of paper like, oh, wait a minute, everybody's seen the movies. Okay, cool. Might be some fugazi shit. But they went through the proper steps of identity verification. So you got the PIN number, multiple forms of ID. Bank managers are coming out to, discuss and say, we're taking care of you. And I think it's probably easier to just play this little clip of what happened, I guess, prior to him being placed in cuffs. I'm going to just run this real quick.
All right. Do me a favor, man. Come this way. Whoa. Put your hand behind your back. Whoa. Put your hand behind your back. Hands down my back. Got it. Is there any reason y'all doing this, bro? Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Good job, man. Good job, man.
Okay.
You know what
It came from the bank.
Yeah.
Came from the
I need
bank.
to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But
Can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing
I'm
something
gonna
like that?
consider it now that y'all fucking drew guns on me. I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, every Bank of America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life just never happened.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right?
Yeah.
Y'all the ones with guns and vests. You know what I'm saying? What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know you
At the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah.
I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own PIN in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her.
Yeah.
And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's it's just taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks.
Yeah.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear.
you're a Glock.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstering. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? You understand what I'm saying? So you see my perspective.
Yeah.
That, like, even watching it, you heard people saying, "Good job, officer." Like, you don't even understand what's happening. You just assume that he's an automatic criminal. And the sad part is that the teller was actually a black woman.
Yeah, and then prior to it, she was on the phone with the 911 operator saying that he was just being weird, and he said, and also just saying that he was trying to be discreet, but I just want the police around. I'm just saying, like, first of all, nobody who's trying to rob a bank is going to give you their ID card and put a PIN card and put their PIN number in the machine so you can identify them. That shit just don't make no sense. Now I understand, the handing the note and saying I want 12,000, but be discreet. Obviously, like, I'm not going to no damn bank to the teller and be like, yeah, I want to withdraw $12,000. In Atlanta,
that's how you
especially with Atlanta crime rate. Yeah, especially the crimes in Atlanta has gone up. I ain't trying to get robbed out here. Fuck out of here. And it's just a sad thing to see. Like, you can't even believe a guy like that would ask for 12,000 and he didn't pull out no gun, have no weapon on him. He gave you his ID. Yeah.
What you think, Jamie? What's your thoughts on the situation?
That's a very sad situation. I think that he wanted to be discreet because he is a well-known director. He did direct Black Panther, so he didn't want a lot of people to know who he was. All the teller had to go. I don't know their procedures and their policies, but I would assume that all she had to do was go back to her bank manager and say, "Hey, we have a young man that wants to take out $12,000. Get the PIN number, get the proper forms of identification, and then once you go through all of that, just give him his money." Like, and then even if she wanted to call the police, they could have been there and say, like, "What's the situation?" He would have probably showed the same forms of ID, and they would have probably said, "Hey, well, what they should have done was say, okay, he's good, he checked out, and this is who he is, and whatever. Like, he's a director."
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And now they about to get sued for whatever. Like, he's definitely gonna go through whatever and file a lawsuit because that's kind of crazy.
I know he tweeted something and said they worked it out. He spoke to management.
Yeah, he said this situation should have had happened. However, Bank of America worked with me and addressed it to my satisfaction, and we have moved on.
Oh, they gave him the bag.
They gave him something. They definitely gave him something.
They gave him the bag.
Corporate gave him something.
He might own them. They was like, we can settle this out of court because they was like litigation fees. They was automatically wrong. He actually followed procedure. It's just disheartening because it's like sometimes it be your own people. I understand, somebody asking for $12,000. Again, you talk about the robbing season. We've heard of over time banks don't keep a lot of cash on hand. So if that was the case, why embarrass this man? Like I said, you got people really thinking that like I said, I'm not saying the officers weren't doing their job, but even they pulled their guns out immediately, like not even assessing the situations. Let me talk to you, handcuffed, made an example of it. It's a very disheartening situation. And
because like if you see the video before he arrested him, he pulled out his gun first.
I seen it.
He pulled out the gun first without even doing anything, and then once he realized Ryan wasn't doing that, he wasn't like acting out or whatever. Then he put it in, and then he go put him in handcuffs. I'm like, you already resort to your gun already. If he was really robbing the bank, I would have got shot already if he was really on that timing.
And for him to keep his composure through that, even when the guns are drawn, there's a large segment of people, once they would have seen that, would have probably flipped and made it and escalated the situation even worse, right? They might not even be here if it was on roles reversed. But then you see like his composure even afterwards, breaking it down, like, all right, you're telling me your perspective. I understand what you're trying to say, sir, but you have to understand my perspective. I just want my money. And I went through. It's not like I just showed up, said, "Give me $12,000." I'm not showing you ID. I'm not showing There's literally all of these are sensitive documents and codes that allow you to see I'm me. And once my name pops up, I'm like, I know I'm not like superstar famous, but some niggas know me. Like he didn't walk in there. He has to walk in and say, "Hey, I did Black Panther. I want $12,000." That sounds crazier. Like, you feel me? So it's very disheartening. I'm so happy that, this isn't a rest in peace segment or like, fuck them cops segment. It's really like, sometimes like we stereotype ourselves and it creates these really, really like, who do you have if the system is against you and even some of your own people don't even believe in you?
That shit just crazy, bro. I don't even know how I feel in that situation. That shit, like, you making all this money. You thinking that,
I'm good.
You make all these accomplishments in life. You good. You just ask for $12,000. Just be discreet. Nothing. You're not showing no weapon. You're not being like, give me the money. Being aggressive. And then the operator said that the woman said that she just felt uncomfortable, and she said, "Why? Oh, he's just being weird." What the fuck does that mean?
That means that she's not used to nobody coming in and taking out that amount of money and following procedure. She ain't know what the hell. Oh, she don't do her job. It's one of those situations where you're just like, like how do we get this far? Like, you called the cops on another black man, you ain't ask them, you ain't said we have some prerequisites, like we have some more concerns, we just want to ensure that this is you. Like, there was no other check. It was just ID, PIN number, card. No, you're still not. You shouldn't have this much money. Like, it's weird. It's super weird to me.
Now, you know what else is weird? Brittany Griner being in Russian custody right now
for almost a month that we found out last week.
I'm just confused. First of all, what she was doing there, because we've been knowing about this Ukraine and Russia thing for at least a month and a half now, right? They've been talking about it before they actually attacked.
Mm-hmm.
She plays for Russia.
Yeah, she's on a Russian Remember, the thing about it, a lot of female basketball players play all year round. So if you're in the WNBA, you probably will be playing in Russia, Spain, France, all these European leagues. They're giving you the bag because over in Europe, women's sports are treated on a higher pedestal than over here in America. America is all the draw of what's it called? It's all the draw of like the stadium and the appeal, like that dollar cost average don't hit. But over there, it's like, all right, as long as fans want to come watch it, they making bread. So I think they get paid like 3 times their salary in America. So I understand why she was there. But even the charge, like, she's flying with hashish oil, like hash-ish. We don't know if it's weed. I don't know if they tested it for weed. She could have just had a vape pen.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was a vape pen or some sort.
It was a vape pen. I don't know. I think they're just holding her as an example.
Mm-hmm. No other. Who else was they gonna get? They done cut off the pipeline of any other entertainment being over there. They was looking for any reason, and just unfortunately, they grabbed Brittany Griner, and it's like, again, the media. I don't believe the media just found out about this. If that makes sense. It's like, how? No, her family wasn't looking. Her family wasn't reaching out. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
and it's
it
like,
took it to the media to happen to put this to attention.
you know who we need in moments like this? Donald Trump.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Trump would have had her back. She would have been in the U.S. 5 hours after being detained. Putin, my guy, Putin. You can't do this, Putin. We need her home. Not Americans. I told you. I don't like what you're doing. We don't like it. I like it a little bit.
I don't know, because right now we a lot of these places are canceling out on Russia right now. So
I'm about to say, Jamie
Toxx
Toxx
out of spite right now.
Jamie Toxx, you rode your bike over here, bro, with them gas prices looking like.
Oh, I put gas in the car today. That shit was crazy. Gas is almost $5. It's crazy.
It's gonna get worse because after April 22nd, there's the ban on Russian oil. We like the only country that did it too. So I'm like, oh, we about to be fucked. Unless they just giving out Teslas, they're gonna have to call Elon Musk. We need you to replace every Honda Civic with a Tesla. make a base model Tesla. Make a Tesla Civic. We need it. Like,
that shit is beyond me,
bro. It's crazy because, like I said, we found out about that shit a month ago. Though I mean, we knew about the shit happening. Like, especially, I feel like if she left a month ago, like that's right when the conflict really started getting like national press. You feel me? So they was like, yeah, nah, we not letting certain Americans leave. You got any reason to detain you, we holding you. But it's like they mentioned it and we don't hear about it no more. That's the crazy part. They said Brittany Griner is detained. We heard about it for like 3-4 days. It was like subtle mentions on Twitter, and then it was over. She's still there, from my understanding.
Yeah, and I believe the U.S. Congressman Colin Alfred is working with State Department to secure her release. So we hope the best for her. Hopefully, she get out. Free her. You feel me? Free her to his backwards. Free Britney to his backwards. You heard?
Oh man, it's crazy, bro. Yo, call it Trump. Trump, go get Britney, bro. We let you run again. Run as an independent. You and Cuomo.
I ain't gonna lie. Russia ain't playing no games with us. We cut off what? MasterCard, Visa from them.
They
we cut off multiple incomes. Like OnlyFans, like the Russian OnlyFans girls is going crazy over there because they cut off all that shit off. I think even Pornhub, like niggas can't even be beat off in Russia no more.
Pornhub definitely still.
It's over.
It's fucked up though, because it's like, yo, it's a large. From what I see, it's a large contingent of like the Russian population that don't fuck with this whole battle at all. They feel like Putin is wild. That is just like, damn, you gonna take away my Pornhub and I'm on your side? Fuck you, Americans. Now we outside.
That's crazy.
But it's
well, go ahead.
And I remember, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I might have said it in passing. Like, there's the signs of, I think it was China, India, and Russia. There's talks of them uniting together and, backing their own currency and getting away from the U.S. dollar. So that's going to severely impact trade if both sides are able to come back together and, start working together again. But if you say you're eliminating the U.S. dollar and you have to work towards whatever the selected currency or selected value that they're going to use, bro, you're going to have to negotiate a lot more. And even with crypto has been big because it's like, yo, you can't. You see how the other countries are pulling their funds from the Russian banks and whatnot. But crypto, you can't take a nigga wallet.
You feel me?
You can't. And there's so much Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptos being shared between the Ukrainians and the Russians. It's just like, dang, you're still gonna be able to fund whatever's happening. But it's like the financial markets. This might be what pushes us to a digital set. And shout out to your boy Stacks of Crypto, because I seen he was talking about, all the points, all these different countries trying to adopt crypto regulations, the digitizing of the American dollar. So it's no longer, just paper money. It's like, all right, cool. We have even though there is is it Tether, Jamie Toxx? I think Tether is the highest value, not highest value because it's a dollar, but it's like the highest US dollar based crypto. So we are looking at the potential precipice of a new, I don't want to say new world order and make it sound like crazy dramatic, but it definitely is like things are changing and they're changing drastically. So
and I ain't gonna lie, I'm over Ukraine though. I ain't gonna jack them. After how they treating us black folks over there.
Oh, with the training shit?
Russia can have that country. Fuck out of here. Let us rock. You feel me?
It was never about the Ukraine, bro. Russia, like I said, my conspiracy, and I don't even know if it's necessarily a conspiracy, is that Russia started this shit knowing that all the NATO countries and all the world powers was going to overreact, and that gave them a justification to pull away from the U.S. dollar-backed trades, to pull away, to partner up with China, and it's like when somebody does some fucked up shit, or some little fucked up shit to set somebody off and make them react, just so they can go do some bigger fucked up shit. If that makes sense.
Oh shit, they playing for the long haul.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, shorty at 20 years old when she was wilding just to get you tight, so you wild back a little bit, and then you just find out like you was outside, you motherfucker. Shout out to X. That's my word, X.
Now, or you know what happened? You got to take a break, and then she ended up fucking 2 niggas, and you took her back, and you didn't find out until after you took her back.
Define take her back. Never mind.
All right, okay. In all the sports news, Russell Wilson to the Broncos. What's your thoughts on that? You feel me? You think the Broncos is going to the Super Bowl?
I don't know yet. I can't say yet.
What was their record? Weren't they like 4 and something or 5 and something last year?
Yeah, but they had one of the top 3 or top 5 best defense in the league last year.
Okay, so you get
what is that? That's AFC West.
Yeah.
Just know AFC is crazy right now. You got what 4 of the biggest quarterbacks in the league all on one side. That's going to be crazy.
But you know what? I was reading even prior to them trading Russell Wilson, because they was like, he's been getting hurt the last couple years. It's like his impact hasn't. I know Seattle's offensive line hasn't been that strong in the last couple of seasons, so it's like his impact hasn't quite been there. And you know, I think Elway still runs the Broncos, right?
Yep.
So I mean, he's a quarterback, so he's going to probably put him in a position to succeed. But they gave up a lot. What they gave up 2 firsts, 2 seconds. And like
a bunch of
picks,
and they gave up like 3 players. They gave up Drew Lock, so they sent the quarterback back to a tight end and somebody else, right? Was it a running back? I forget. But
I don't really look at the package, but I know they gave up 4 picks.
Shit, even to the NFL been wild, and they saw the NBA.
So the Broncos traded the quarterback Drew Lock, tight end Noah Fant, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick, and a 4th round in 2022.
Jesus. But I mean, in the NFL, a good quarterback, or above good, excuse me. Well, no, I guess. This is a side note. Do we think Stafford is a really good quarterback, or is he just slightly above average? Because like an above average quarterback can take you places, as long as he don't fuck up. If you really think about it.
You asking if Russell
is a good quarterback?
Okay, so good, but do you need a great quarterback? I guess that would probably be the.
I don't think you need a great quarterback to go place. No, Matt Stafford is a great quarterback. He's not a superstar. He's not a Russell Wilson. He's not a flipping.
Not at all.
He's not.
I just think Stanford had a great receiving core.
He had the pieces.
You had a triple crown receiver. If you can't make that work with him, then all right, bro. You just gotta be decent.
He has Cup. He had Odell.
Robert Woods.
They
had the tight end that was hurt since like the middle of the season who was putting up numbers.
And then their defense did all of the heavy work to make sure that the offense could stay on the field as long as possible. I mean, and Stafford has an arm, so he'll put it in the right place.
Hey.
Pause. Whoa. That was flagrant. Wow.
All right, Stafford. You see, you got a friend in Jamie Toxx. Okay,
that's crazy.
But nah,
I mean, we seen the Broncos do this before with Peyton Manning, and you know, and this time you getting a better quarterback,
more mobile.
Yeah. So, and then they already saying that the receiving core for the Broncos is already great. They just need basically a good quarterback, and you have Russell Wilson that can do that, and they have a better offensive line than the Seahawks. And I think the reason why the Seahawks and them didn't work out is because Pete Carroll went back into run first, and then not only giving Russell Wilson the chance after being down by 14 points to do what you can do to save us with a bad offensive line. So I'm like, nobody want to get hit up like that. So I'm happy for Russell.
Well, sure. Pete Carroll should have ran first back when it was playing.
When they played the
Patriots.
Oh yeah, they were supposed to go back to back. They were definitely supposed to go back to back.
They were supposed to run first back then. Like you got Marshawn Lynch like in the backfield. You're gonna pass the ball. What the hell?
If you remember, that's when we used to play Madden religiously, and we used to be like, it was either going. We thought them and the 49ers was coming out of the NFC for like the next 5 years. They both had devastating teams, and it's like that just shows you football is so different year to year. You can never pin it. The Bengals this year, everybody was like, they might be all right, but we didn't think they was going to be Super Bowl good. You feel me? So it's no telling. The NFL is wide, especially if the Rams, Tom Brady gone. If Aaron Donald decides to retire, That and Von Miller leaves because they don't really have a lot of money to re-sign their free agents.
Yeah, they don't got no money. They went for gold this year.
Yeah, so it's like they get their one. It's like, all right, we not. I'll let you know when training can't stop if I'm pulling up. You feel me?
Yeah. They'll only be a good team if they. And Aaron Donald said he'll probably only return if they get the same core.
Exactly, and there's no you have to expect guys to sign heavily incentivized deals for that, and then you also
team discount.
And then you think about even today there was the Khalil Mack trade. So like the Chargers were already on the cusp. They lost. They were supposed to be in the playoffs, wasn't they? And then they didn't take the tie. They went for it or something like that and lost that last game of the season to knock themselves out. So I was like, they had a strong defense. Now you got who's it, Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa? It's one of the Bosa brothers, and now you add Khalil Mack to that. And then Herbert is one of the best young quarterbacks out there. So it's like it's so much talent on these NFL squads. Only teams that suck are the Jets and the Giants. Sorry.
Unfortunately. At least the Knicks is winning games, but that's a different sport.
Yeah, we're not making the playoffs. We're not making.
We're not making the play-in.
Jamie Toxx has he secured his fantasy. Jamie Toxx talking shit fantasy league. I know y'all niggas listening. Jamie Toxx been talking shit. He said send the money to whoever win. He said that. I'm snitching. I don't care. He said send the money to whoever win.
On the side note to sports, before we begin to transition, I said before the season even began who my top 8 in the NBA in the East was gonna be. And the Knicks were not going to make the play-in. I got laughed by the whole fantasy league. They all laughed at me. They said, boy, what you talking about? And lo and behold, the Knicks are in the 12th seed right now, and it doesn't look pretty for them as we go into the last, it's 8 games left in the season after they come back from this road trip.
Damn, you really did your homework. I don't even want to talk to you no more. All right, let's move on. Calvin Ridley, can we talk about this shit? This shit funny too. Calvin, not funny because he's not getting paid, but it's like
it's funny.
Calvin Ridley, he got banned for $1,500 for betting on games when he wasn't playing.
Well, imagine you try to get a parlay, put in $1,500, and you end up losing $11 million.
But that's not even the worst part. You know how he got sold out, right?
How?
The NFL contacted the betting sites. It was like, if you see any unusual activity that could possibly be NFL players, let us know. So I'm like, you ain't use a burner account? They was pulling up your bank statement? Like, how? All you gotta do is attach your PayPal. Like, was it your PayPal account? Like, what's his email? Calvin Ridley of Atlanta Hawks, like at gmail.com?
It probably was something like that.
That's CTE. That's early onset CTE. That's mental illness.
Bro, I just don't understand it. But you know what I don't understand is people on the Twitterverse vouching for him and saying how the NFL is being too harsh on the punishment. I'm just like, do y'all not understand what this can possibly lead to, what can snowball into?
But a whole year, and it's like a minimum of a year. They said it
has to be. It has to be, my guy, because
I think you signed some type of agreement at the beginning of the year, you
can't do
trainings. They probably had something at the beginning of the year where they have to do a training where it's saying you can't participate in XYZ bets or whatever because this is a confidential agreement and you may have some type of insider information. He signed it. You went against it. You got to pay the fine, and the fine is you suspended for the whole year.
Yeah, because I was Shannon Sharp on Undisputed saying that when he was playing, this was back in the 90s, there was a sign in the locker room saying, do not bet on any sports team. Not even just NFL, just in period. But I think the sign changed now. But I'm just like, bro, you didn't think you was going to get in trouble once you got caught?
That's crazy. Well, he out. Atlanta wasn't doing shit anyway, but still, now you're not going to miss a whole year of pay. Like, what?
$11 million. And you just took off this past season for mental health. So I already know your mental health is trash right now. You feel me? Like you about to be 2 years on hiatus right now.
He about to be a promoter for them Atlanta clubs. He gonna find some way to make up them ducats.
You better go sign a deal for promotion for mental health illness with a counselor or something and get some bread or something like that.
They about to have him on the 1-800 Hope New York ass. He gonna be the voice.
Yo, he over here talking about I don't have a gambling problem. I'm like, no, you don't. But you sure is stupid.
You don't got no common sense.
I'm about to say you don't give up 11 mil. I just been mad y'all really y'all had to dig to find this one. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully next year you say you're gonna get healthier. So hopefully next year you put up the good numbers because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm the Falcons, I'm
cutting you.
I'm releasing you.
I'm not taking that cap hit. For what? For you not to play? It's over. Sorry.
All right. On to the next one. Have y'all seen the Joe Budden and Nicki Minaj interview?
Nah,
that
I saw the clip, but I ain't watched the whole thing. It's out in its totality.
Yes, just released not either today or yesterday. Actually, I think yesterday. And it was actually a pretty great interview. I feel like I love the media run that Nicki Minaj has been doing these past year or two. Not only just the media run, but also the music that she's been releasing. I think she finally came off her pedestal and finally understand what works for a person in her stature now. She, like I said in previous episodes, she finally took a page out of Drake's book by working with younger artists and putting younger artists on, especially female artists, and it has been working for her. It has been getting her hot, and it has been getting other artists hot, and they've been paying homage to her. And now in this interview, you know, she went through a lot of things about her family, even talk about her butt shots, which she would know she was trying to not jack earlier in her career. Like, we knew you was built like a twig, mama. We all knew you had the butt shots. But I really love this interview.
You body shaming on the pod, bro? Girls.
Nah, but you know that was the thing. She was never wanted to admit that she had surgery.
They had the pictures of her back in high school, and I was like, where that though?
You feel me? But I enjoyed this interview. I think everybody should check it out. Joe Budden, he does it again, bro. Everybody thinks you can count him out. He comes back with one of these sneaky interviews and end up trending.
Nah, he knows how to keep his name. I remember we supposed to talk about the Slaughterhouse joint last week. I watched some of the lives they had. I was like, yo, this is great publicity for Joel and Crooked Eye, but you saw Royce and Joe is not happy about that. So it's like he stayed in media, but he got some good shit. He also got some shit where it's like, oh man, Joe.
Oh yeah, he can't keep a friend to save his life. I ain't gonna hold you. He can't keep a friend to save his life.
He said that album can suck my dick. I was like, wow. You from New York?
Joel's from New York, so you can't really say suck my dick like that.
You can't say suck my dick. Absolutely cannot.
But now they're looking like they might go on tracks against each other because you feel me, Royce and Joe saying that they don't want no lyrical smoke. And I'm just saying, oh, now y'all about to start beefing on tracks now. Like the whole reason why they released this tape is because none of y'all wanted to get on the track, and now that they're releasing this album, y'all gonna finally release a track. So I don't understand this whole situation between them.
Nigga, Logic, how the fuck y'all gonna do what we supposed to do without me, nigga? I'm here.
You feel me? Now I wanted to talk about this one because they keep trying to come after my boy Chris Brown, man. This is your artist, so I'll let you handle this over here. This is who you be vouching for. I go for my dream.
Yeah, I'm about to say, boy made some bad choices early. Justin Bieber was fucking up too, and you know we never got the no. Oh, Joker Wilder, he hype. Joker's heard Chris Brown. He's like, yeah, Pop, talk your shit. But nah, in terms of Chris Brown, if y'all heard, when he dropped Iffy, I think it was like that same week.
Yep.
They hit him with the rape allegation, saying that he raped somebody at a yacht party for Diddy. Yep. And immediately he defended himself. He's like, yo, I didn't do that. Like, y'all know this is cap. Every time I do something, you know, y'all people always want to slander my name. And let's be real, whenever Chris Brown drops something, there is a section of people who don't listen to his music, generally don't care about him, that come out of the woodworks to shit on him immensely.
Every time.
Drops, he had #1 records, #1 trending challenges, et cetera, and it's, oh, but you hit Rihanna. Rihanna done forgave him and everything. Like they semi cool. She's playing Go Crazy. Remember, was it last year?
Yeah, that happened. When did that happen? That happened 11 years. No, like 13 years.
We were like sophomores or juniors in high school when this happened.
Rihanna done got a baby now.
I'm about to say do Chris Brown? No, we talking about Chris Brown follow ASAP Rocky still too. We need to look into that. Nope. He don't follow them.
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, you mad too? Okay. Anyways, but Chris Brown said, "Yo, just wait. My legal team is handling it, but this is fake news." So this week, Chris Brown, I don't know if it was him, I don't know if it was his team, they produced text messages which showed not only did the girl consent to having sex, she willingly sent news and told him it was the best dick she ever had.
Yeah, her legal team dropped her. Today, her attorney pulled out from the case.
They was like, yeah, you was wild. And then you know something too, when you see like these, like they announced the number that they're suing for, I realize a lot of times, those are the cases you gotta really look at sideways. Because a lot of times people want to keep this, keep it sideways. They would keep it silent. You feel me? So I was like, she said 20 mil. I'm like, that don't even make sense. Like you trying to get some hush money, trying to think it's just gonna go away.
Yo, and this shit pisses me off because there are actually women that are going through traumatic experiences of sexual assault. Really, like gotta go seek, mental health and other situations, to take care of their mentals because of what tragically happened to them. And then now you going over there suing and pretending that Chris Brown raped you. And this is why that shit just crazy to me, because it's like, as a man now, when I hear someone get raped, I can't just jump on board and automatically trust this person is telling the truth. Now I have to sit here and really wait until the information comes along and really process it and really look at it thoroughly now, instead of just automatically believing the victim now. And shit's sad. You feel me? Because you hear about these cases over the years like this.
And yeah, and it's tough because, like you said, we live in a reactive society. So if somebody say you did that shit, you did that shit. There's no guilty until proven innocent. It's like, well, innocent until proven guilty. It's just like, yo, you're guilty until proven innocent. It's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. And once you're proven innocent, we're not going to talk about it. He put up a picture the other day. I think it was today. He might have put it up where, no, it was yesterday. He put up a picture. It was like a collage of all the news stories that was reporting this, like top of the hour type shit. And then he put up a picture. The following picture was like of all the news sources that retracted their statements or apologized, or whatever. And there was one. And it was just like, yo, the media does him so dirty. And I just be like, as a fan, like I said, if people I'm fans of do some fuck shit, we hold them to that. But we don't allow, especially black artists, to grow. And I made the Justin Bieber reference earlier because I fuck with Justin. But Justin was out in these streets, not to the level of abuse, but he was out here doing drugs, getting arrested, saying the N-word. What they did.
One less lonely nigga.
Yeah, they sent that boy to church, got him a little Ellen DeGeneres haircut, told him to take off the skinny jeans and start, dressing like the hippies and talk about God. And now he's winning Grammys again and he's loved. Now, there's no slight to Justin Bieber, but you see the drastic difference. Even, I'm trying to think, the only white person I can't say, I'll say even Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was out in these streets wilding. They made him disappear for 3 years. He came back and was out here getting Oscar, like, not considerations and things like that, and critical acclaim for roles. And it's just like, yo, damn. Like, I get it. Black people make mistakes. Black people make poor choices. He made a very poor choice. How long are we going to hold him to the same standard he had when he was 18? He was 18, right? That was 18, 19, right?
Somewhere around there, I think, yeah.
What you think, Jamie?
About that situation, about Chris?
Just in general.
They just need to leave Chris alone. He don't be bothering nobody. He just want to make music, do whatever drugs he be doing, enjoy his time. Like, that's all he be doing.
The Crew League.
Yeah, he be playing ball. He's not harming anybody anymore. He had his time. He was wrong. It was 13 years ago. Like, she forgave him. He did his time. He was in jail. He did his what was it called? Community service. He did all of that. Like, leave the guy alone now. Like, he has 2 kids. He's 33 now. Like,
possible third kid.
Come on.
Possibly a third one. They said they said he got some Instagram or some model influence. I don't know, somebody pregnant, but light skinned people reproduce like rabbits. But
I not doing this.
Just playing. But nah, in the Crew League too, I'm like, yo, boy out here making TV shows with Diddy and shit. And they got Chris. You can't be in the Crew League no more, bro. You too nice because you had YK Osiris looking like garbage juice. Like, come on, boy. He was out here hitting 4 threes in a row.
YK is garbage.
YK is garbage, but Chris Brown was ODing on him. Chris Brown, he be calling all the dudes from from Ball His Life and all the open run dudes like, yo, pull up. He had Royce White from who was drafted by Houston, number 16 overall on his team, wilding out. I was like, yo, you ODing, bro.
All right, so how you feel about Kim Kardashian, or at least Kim Kardashian, or the Kardashians telling women to get up and work?
Kim Kardashian said what?
In this Vogue interview that she has done with her sisters, they was doing a little Q&A, and they had this clip. Play it, Slick.
All right, bro, load it up. Keep talking. Let me find
out. All right, okay. We've been talking about the Kanye and Kim saga, and it has continued. Obviously, we're gonna get to Ye with the documentary and all the new video for Easy after the backlash from not only from Kim but from the public about burying Pete Davidson. But the Kardashians back in the news again.
Nah, this shit is crazy because it's like she definitely said, yo, they got to get up and we're like, what are you talking about, Kimberly? You got famous for... Never mind. Can't say that out loud.
I didn't hear the clip either. I don't really pay attention.
I'm trying to load it up. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram.
No, on Twitter.
Twitter? Got you. But nah.
I pay no attention to the Kardashians at all.
But then they do shit like this and you hear it everywhere.
That's what they got famous for.
That is true.
100%. From the trial to the trial, that's what they got famous for.
All right, here you go.
Work. It seems like nobody wants to give the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
If you're the smartest person in that room, you got to go to another room. Like, you don't, I want to be around really successful people because that's going to drive me to be successful. A lot of people get intimidated to be in a room full of smart thinkers, wealthy people, whatever it is. I want to be in that room because it also scares you to want to be.
Security!
Wait, hold on. This might be unpopular, but I kind of agree.
There's nothing wrong with what she said, but it's the messenger in this case.
Yeah, it's the messenger. The messenger's
strong.
The messenger.
Whoa. Let's not front like Kim Kardashian after the sex tape has not put up an empire.
Let's not front, and this is not only Kim Kardashian, but let's not front with the opportunities that she would be afforded because of her sex tape and her lineage and her celebrity. Let's not front like she came out the gate like, I'm going to med school, I'm going to law school. No, she's had the opportunity and the funds to be whatever she wants to be. She didn't have to do anything. Without the popularity and shit, she still probably would have been able to make these moves happen because people know her father, people know her family. They were still big in the LA scene. You feel me? And there's an argument to be told, like all those social media influencers who they make millions and tell you, all you got to do is follow these 3 steps and you can be rich. That's true. But you also didn't mention the $10 million in seed money that your father gave you. You feel me? You also didn't mention that your mom used to work at this firm, and now you got all these connections that people are dying to be seen with you or be in the room with you. So you're going to get an extra opportunity versus the person from the hood. So yes, you should want to work. If you that's like we said, the message. There's nothing wrong with the message. But in the case of Kim Kardashian and other celebrities who try to peddle that message, it's also a matter of all right. Let's consider your background and my background. Let's consider how hard I had to work to even get a bachelor's degree, even get to school or get through school. You feel me? So again, nothing wrong with what she said, but there's this, I know you about to cap for Kardashians right now, but you have to really take into account that how much struggle has she faced in these rooms. Think about where majority of her money is coming from. She had the sex tape.
Are we not going to give her any type of credit?
We've done that.
At least working. Okay, she had the seed money, but she has put in the work over the years. So successful TV shows, successful businesses, fashion icon. Just you name it, she has done it. She has spirit line a lot of things.
Is she a fashion icon? But then the question again, Liz, is she all of these things because she worked for it, which is 30% of it, but is she all these things because she was an it name who got afforded opportunity after opportunity?
Okay, but you can afford the opportunity and you can still fumble the bag. She has not fumbled the bag since given the opportunity.
She's had some fuck ups. It's just a matter of you're going to keep getting. How many people, all right, maybe I'm saying this wrong. How many people get an opportunity, fuck it up, and then immediately get another opportunity?
Not a lot.
And that's the thing. Her brand is built off of, she is one of the original influencers. She's one of the people that made the, post nice pictures, risque photos, be at all the it events, expose yourself ever slightly. Again, she leveraged what she had or what she bought. Sorry. But
don't do that.
She leveraged all of her assets and created this great lane. But how many people don't have those assets? How many people aren't that well known? Think about when she first came up. I'm not saying she didn't hustle, but she was the celebrity, she was the it girl, the celebrity, the athletes and the rappers wanted. You feel me? Not saying that was only claim to fame, but then it was the sex tape, which again was traumatizing, but she finessed that into millions, right?
Yeah, I'll also say not only she, and maybe we could give Kris Jenner more of this.
Oh, Kris Jenner a pimp. She the one that been working.
Yeah, we could give her more of the credit of this, but she got into the door. And when she got the opportunity, she made sure she brought other people opportunity within her family to bring in more opportunities for the whole family overall. So even if she did, and so to your point of she has messed up a few times, she has built such a foundation with her family, and they have other revenues that she can afford to make the mistake and come right back.
But
and they all have been putting in work over the years.
It's easy to come right back when you got hundreds of $1 million in revenue coming from a TV show that people really stopped paying attention to 10 years ago.
Wait, it's been one of the highest rating shows in years on E.
That's because these little niggas is OD. What's it called? They're OD easy to impress. But when you think about, I'm gonna be real. When Keeping the Kardashians first came out, I was on E a couple of nights a month. Like, yo, let me see what they talking about. They showing some titties. You feel me? Like, I was out there. I was trying to see it. But it's like over time you saw through it. And then let's not also pretend like a lot of the fashion show, a lot of the business ventures that they were in, they're not original ideas. It was collaborations. Kylie, you know what happened? They accentuated features that were not natural to them, that are natural to other people. Who, again, I pose this question about get out and do the work. You see a white girl with a fat old ass versus a black girl, who's getting the fashion over, who's getting the Gucci deal, who's getting the fashion over deal, which is like,
hey, how many people bite off a patent and made their own shit, made it more popping?
Are they making hundreds of millions of dollars? And that's the thing. If you talk from a pedestal, you're talking down. I feel like that comment is talking down without understanding that you're already on a pedestal. If Kim Kardashian was a regular girl from the Bronx, I don't know what Armenians hang out. Manhattan, I don't know. I don't want no Armenian beef.
Queens.
They hang out in Queens. I ain't never seen an Armenian in the hood. But if you see an Armenian, well, like she's a regular shorty from Queens, does she get the same opportunities? No matter how hard she hustles, can she make a couple million? Yeah. But if she's getting a $400 shapewear, think about that, shapewear for a woman that was built a little boxy. I'm just saying.
Keeping a Kardashian was for 20 seasons.
Okay.
You can't tell me you did not work hard for 20 seasons of a show.
Working hard if you're you're manufacturing drama and documenting every part of your life. So is that work?
That takes work.
That takes work. And
I'm not arguing that it's good work or what she does is great or she's not biting off of people. I'm not saying none of her stuff, whatever her family does is great in the sense of morally or whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's still work. They still grind. And I think from what she's saying from that is, yeah, her work is not that, I guess, credible, but she has a lot of stuff going on. She does a lot of things. The law and getting people out of jail, then her fashion, then her kids, getting them good money, and then all the other stuff. So she's looking at it like, yo, I'm getting up every single day and I'm putting in work in multiple areas. Y'all can do the same.
And still,
now, is it morally and
still
good?
Not have nearly the success that she has had? And I think that's the point I'm trying to get across. There was, like I said, if you start 10 feet from the finish line, you could do a lot. Versus you start at 1,000 feet. Jamie, you got any thoughts?
I just don't know who her audience was on this. It depends on who her audience was on this. And she's just saying that like, oh,
But this was on Vogue magazine,
so it wasn't us.
Yeah, so it wasn't us. But like, I think she's just assuming that women don't want to work and women don't put in the work. Because she's saying that like, oh,
get a BBL.
Yeah, women get work. Women do this, that, and the third. She's making an assumption, and I don't think that came across well. I think she'll double back on this.
She'll clarify. She has to.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, I kind of feel that way with the kids of this generation. With social media and just
makes it
YouTube and everything. Yeah, they feel like everything should just come to them and they shouldn't put it in the work. And she's from the older age, so I guess how she can possibly see what's going on with kids or like young teenagers and probably put that old, stuff on her. But now this topic I wanted to get into because
this is all you
stood up.
This is all you
because me. Because even though this is gonna be one of the songs from this album is going to be my song of the week. R.P. King Von. Grandson. He just dropped What It Means to Be a King last week. Go check that out. But during the same day that his album was released, the collaboration album of DaBaby and NBA YoungBoy was released on that same day. And, both teams been going back at it with promotions. But, now that, the King Von album is going to be selling more, going to be number one over that, obviously, some people from his camp, got at DaBaby. Mimo from 600 said that, you can't really blame DaBaby. He just relying on NBA YoungBoy to save his career, and then, DaBaby, he ain't pussy. He caught a couple bodies, he clapped back saying that, y'all niggas is pussy. He respects Von, just to short phrase it. And then he got into it with 147 Cowboy, who maybe people don't know is King Von's cousin, if y'all didn't know. And I find this whole situation stupid, but I'm on OTF side on this. DaBaby was talking about how he doesn't want to pick side or fucking with Dirk or NBA YoungBoy. He don't want to play, but you pick the side once you release the date, once you release the album on King Von's release date. You already picked the side when you did that
with YoungBoy.
The beef between them has been public. One of NBA YoungBoy's mans killed him, so you obviously know there's blood right there. You go release the date. You go release your album on the same day as him. And the thing about it is King Von's team put out their release date first. We didn't even know about your collaboration album until I would say a week or two ago before it got released. True. And then you're saying you're not picking sides and now you want to, clap back at all the people coming after you. But I'm like, bro, you know what you was doing. And now it's up and it's stuck with you. You feel me? But I just hope we lost too many rappers already. You feel me? So everybody keep your hands to yourself and back off. But that's the only thing I want to mention for the DaBaby versus OTF.
All right. This next topic is one of the ones that brought Jamie Toxx to the couch today. Jamie, you want to talk about the game Drink Champs?
Yo, that was a great interview. That was a great interview for anybody that did or did not see it. If you didn't see it, go watch the interview. But that was a great interview. I don't know what you want to start with it because y'all didn't see it. Oh, y'all saw clips.
So I mean, set the scene. What he talking about? I heard this shit about 50 Cent.
So I mean, he started off. He came in with the full mask on. He came in with the full mask on and the gloves on, a la Kanye West, going that route. He's been with Ye for probably the last 2 months, and Ye's producing his album. So he came in a la Kanye West, and they was drinking. He said he wanted to be a drink champ. He came with 3 bottles of Clase Azul, and he downed 1 full bottle of Clase Azul while he was also drinking champagne and whiskey. I don't know how that man did it, but he did it, and he was smoking, which is wild to me. But other than that, he was being the game. He was just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. He was talking about a lot of hip hop education, so he's big on hip hop and he knows his stuff. So for anybody that thinks Game is not a rapper or doesn't know his stuff, he definitely knows his stuff when it comes to the rap game. He was talking about his beef with 50 and his little beef or stint with Jay-Z, a whole bunch of stuff. He actually said that he thought that rap was real, and that once him and 50 was beefing, he thought he had to kill 50 because he thought rap was real, and he figured out that rap is just a imaginary world that everybody lives in, and it's not real life, and you could just say shit without actually having to kill somebody. For all you young rappers out there, you can say shit obviously without actually having to kill somebody. So put down y'all fake guns and take off y'all fake bulletproof vests, please. Don't get hurt out here.
I'm about to say, I'm looking at some of the highlights per Complex. So he mentioned that he spoke with Pop Smoke before he passed away,
which is crazy, and I feel RIP Pop Smoke. But when you go to LA,
gotta check in.
You gotta check in. I'm not affiliated directly with any type of gang. I'm not in that life, so I obviously don't have to check in. But those that are affiliated with it, and even people in the hip hop universe, they know that once you're from the East Coast, you gotta go check in when you get there, just for safety precautions. Not even because you pussy, but just because to be safe. This is not your hood. This is not where you're from, so you gotta check in.
Word. He said that a SEAL Team 6 member who shot Bin Laden said that he was grateful for his music. And I quote, they put me on the phone with him and he was just saying how inspired he was, just saying how grateful he was for the music.
And that could be true. That's probably true that the person that killed Bin Laden does listen to the game, but it went deeper than that. He said when he was pulling the trigger, he had in the AirPod in his ear One Blood playing or Red Nation playing in his ear.
I believe that
as he was shooting, and that inspired him to make the the kill shot to kill Bin Laden.
Yeah, he said him and Meek is good now.
I believe him and Meek are good. I feel like Meek would probably be on the album. I don't see why not.
Y'all missing the most important question.
What?
Who y'all got in the verses? M or the Game? You didn't hear.
Why are we talking about
all the
this?
smoke.
What's wrong with you? What if I told you about putting the Game in? Never, I'm not even.
He want all the smoke. He said he's better than Eminem.
Nah, he was doing what he should do. He's taking a book out of Kanye, he's taking the page out of Kanye's book where you have to be confident in your skill and saying that he's better than Eminem. And I quote, he never said he wanted the verses because he skirted away from the verse. He said, I don't want to be in the verses. I just feel like I'm better than him. He not better than him.
Matter of fact, get the gunshots ready, Slick, because I'm about to talk my shit. Because y'all not going to disrespect the Game. Album for album, not on no versus shit, but album on album, yo, Game got it. Gunshot it, Slick.
Please don't gunshot that because the Game
gunshot
is not
that, Slick.
Album for album, the Game is not gonna. The Game is not
album for album.
Eminem.
Album.
My fault.
Okay, if you want to do hit songs, all right, yo, he getting his boot smoke. I ain't gonna argue with that. If you go on the versus rule, he getting his boot smoke. But album for album,
Eminem is winning.
No,
I don't even like Eminem. I think Eminem's winning.
Eminem is winning because all his albums do better numbers. His album, you're saying album for album.
You want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
But yo, Slick, he's saying album for
women.
album. Nah. If he's going album for album, we're going by album sales. If that's what you're doing, you said not on some verses stuff.
Oh no! I'm talking about on the pure hip hop. Talking about the pure hip hop.
Pure hip hop. He's the better lyricist. So album for album, he's going to win. So.
How many albums does Game have?
Let's not do album sales.
How many albums does Game have? That's the question. That's the general question. Pull it up. All right. How many albums does M have? Let's look it up too.
Like he said, album for album. So album for album will be album sales and album accolades.
So accolades, sales, public reception.
We're not doing sales.
I'm making.
Eminem is the bigger artist.
I'm throwing the criteria out there. So it'll be sales, it'd be reception, it'd be accolades.
Yeah.
It's 2 Game albums I can think of on top of my head that I enjoy. Jesus Piece. And the first one, documentary. What was the second one? The second one was the one with One Blood and everything, right?
The Drake album.
That shit was cool. I don't know what else.
I should have never even did that. I should have let him name the Game albums like that and see if he would have.
Got the documentary. You got Doctor's Advocate.
Without
you got,
pulling it up.
LAX. You had the Red album, Jesus Piece, documentary 2, documentary 2.5, 1992, Born to Rap, and then he got Drillmatic that's gonna come out soon. If you talk to real hip hop heads, they tell you the Game never released a whack album. Maybe it's not.
We didn't say that. We didn't say.
You're gonna say never released a whack album.
You're gonna say
a lot of hip hop.
You gonna say
rappers respect the Game and they say that he never released a whack album.
We didn't say he did.
He's never releasing a whack album. All his albums are good. He's a great rapper. He could get into any pocket, but he's not a better lyricist than Eminem. Therefore, his albums have never sold more than Eminem's. His albums have got more accolades.
So Jamie, you listen to that fashion. That you're not listening to all that shit.
Come on now. You're talking about Rap God.
I'm not listening to it, but I know for a fact that Eminem's the better lyricist and the better rapper.
What was that funny video they was making fun of him rapping? I'm in the Porsche, in the ring wash, and I ain't on. We're not listening to that bullshit, Sharif. We listening to the Game.
I mean, I'm not listening to either one of them if we being honest, but
But that's a popular opinion. That's not a popular opinion. That's your opinion that the Game is going to be better, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But if you take 10 people. Out of those 10, the majority is going to say Eminem is the better rapper, is the better artist, and will win in a versus battle.
Of albums?
Off of anything.
No. Hip singles, y'all got it. I ain't even going to argue. I ain't stupid enough to die on that hill.
We need a poll.
Albums?
We need a poll. You got to put the poll up. 20. We need y'all ghost followers on Instagram. We need y'all opinion. Y'all be front. Y'all be seeing niggas post shit. We all heard the episode. We ain't see. It's the same 7 niggas that like it. X, Rome, Rakim away. It's occasionally a female listener or 2 that likes. Like, look, come on, y'all here. The numbers show y'all here. We need y'all. Polls is coming up. We gotta just drop a poll every day now, just to get y'all.
So wait. So Jamie, you like the Kamikaze?
Bro,
this
is opinions, but overall, Eminem is the better rapper. Hip hop, all hip hop involved. Eminem is the better rapper. He's the better rapper.
You like the Revival?
I like the Revival. I like the one.
You like Relapse?
Yes, Relapse after he came out of the second stint of being a drug addict.
Like Recovery?
Recovery was the one after he
I
came
think
out.
Relapse was the one where they was like, "Oh, nigga, you wildin'."
Yeah, Recovery was the one with the Rihanna track, I think.
Oh, The Way You Lie.
Yeah, Recovery came out when we were in high school, I believe. I think.
It came out 2010.
Yeah, that was junior year.
Yo, you talking to a hip hop head?
2009.
You talking to a hip hop head? I've told you the game side and the Eminem side.
So you like music to be murdered by?
I like both.
Come on now, what we talking?
I like all music.
It makes you feel better. I ain't listen. I didn't really care.
But here's the thing: the
only probably three albums I would say like it might be tough to beat on the game side. The Slim Shady because I fuck with it.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Yep, and the Eminem Show, and then maybe Encore.
That's 4.
Here's what a real hip hop head will also say about the game. The game, if you notice at all his albums, there's 1,000,001 features.
That's another part too.
And what he does on each feature is that he gets in the bag or the pocket of the other artist, and he tries to kill them in their pocket. That's what he does all the time.
Isn't that not hip hop? Isn't that hip hop in its essence?
That does not make a good album.
For your album, that doesn't make sense.
That does not make a good album.
But that challenge that he can get on the same track as Eminem and might smoke him.
What does a game track sound like?
But also, the original thing that you said was album for album.
What does it? That's the biggest question I have. What does a game track sound?
West Coast sounds like Compton to me. Bompton,
featuring all the Compton artists. that nigga will really drop a 24-song album and have 22 song features. Think about that. And I'm not even
fire though.
I'm not saying it's not fire, but I'm saying what does a game song sound like? And I think that's like honest truth. Like any artist we ever debate about being a GOAT, like for my I'm not saying I don't like Eminem. I'm just not moved to listen. I don't move myself to listen to him unless somebody says you got to hear this song. But we know what an Eminem song sounds like. We know the weird rap patterns he's going to find and beat pockets he's going to hit. I can't tell you what a game album sounds like, and I think that's another thing that rings true. But he sound like
a West Coast nigga. He sound like a West Coast gang. If you listen to West Coast gang bang music, he just sound like a more polished, experienced West Coast gangbanger music.
All right. He also, what about this comment he made that he feels like Kanye did more for him in his career in weeks than Dre ever did?
All right, this is when I have to go. Man, you fucked up. Bro, I was rooting over here, going to arms.
He was just talking this shit. He was just mad that he didn't get the call for the Super Bowl on that line.
Yeah. He said there's 2 beats he's been jealous of: In the Club and Grinding. Is it Grinding?
It's Grinding, yeah.
Yeah, Grinding. I can't.
That's not grinding. Let's talk about grinding real quick.
Top 10
if
beat
you was
all
not
time.
in middle school,
banging on the table.
Yeah, come on now. Most iconic hip hop beat.
The lunch lady mad. Stop banging on the table before I call your mom.
Yeah, that's one of the best beats ever. It's the easiest.
Besides, like Shook Ones is up there in the top 10 best beats ever.
Yeah, I ain't going front. And then Chris Brown flipped that shit. I was like, oh, you turned this into an R&B song, my nigga. I'll fuck you with it.
He definitely did.
That might be my song of the week. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to think any other headlines. Talks if he considers himself 50 Cent equals. I would say 50 had more impact on his debut, but when you really think about it, it is really regional because Shorty from Florida, she said 50 not that big out there. I don't know if they play 50 overseas outside of like the big hits, so I could give him that. They could be considered equal.
I could see that. 50 wouldn't be big in Florida.
Yeah, he wouldn't be big outside of the East Coast.
But the game wouldn't be big in the South like that.
Yeah, so that's why I said I could give you that. As a 50 fan, as a stan, I'd be like, nigga, you wildin', but then you understand like hip hop is different region to region, so it makes sense. And then he said, like you said, Super Bowl, he wasn't a safe choice for the Super Bowl.
Nah, he wasn't. But he picked safe songs. He picked Hated to Love It, and he picked How We Do as the songs he would perform, which are very safe songs and good songs.
But 50 Cent won't work with him.
Oh, shit.
And also, you see what they was trying to do. Like, if Jay-Z, shout out to Snoop Dogg, he was saying, like, Jay-Z really fought for them because some of the shit that they wanted to do, like, the NFL wouldn't allow them to do it. So if they was giving them, like, restrictions, imagine the game. You feel me? Shout out to Jay-Z for that, for standing up for us black folks in there. You know, a lot of people clowned him when he took that NFL position, but he's been doing right these past couple of years.
He put himself in the room. I mean, we getting some shit. NFL still racist, but you know they had a damn good playoff, so you know we forgave them for a little while.
This was great.
I'm about to say, you gotta be honest. Like, you put out a good product, people will forgive you. I mean, like, wait a minute, you are a genius. And speaking of geniuses, Mr. West is in the building.
Oh, that was a good transition. Yes.
Try.
Yo,
it's not even. You know what? There's really no better way to start this shit than let's do this real quick. Let me just run this. Cause you know they wasn't trying to let my mans live. You know we almost never got this. Man.
what she doing?
Mr. West is in the building. He not, but we here. So Kanye officially the Netflix documentary by Chike and what's the other kid's name? Cootie, right? They officially $30 million, 10 million episode dropped on Netflix in its entirety. We just got last week. We got part 3. Jamie, you was big on this, man. So I'm gonna even let you take the reins on this. Let's discuss it. What you got? I see you had to go to the notes.
So yeah, man. I'm a big Kanye fan. Love Kanye since day one. My uncle put me on to Kanye back in 2003 when he was a producer. Back in like 2002, actually. So damn, I was in not even middle school. Oh, we was in elementary school. Crazy. So yeah, and then what is it? The late college dropout dropped it to 2004. So that's an underrated album. So let's just go through each episode one by one. So the first episode was basically how he started. He was probably like 18.
Going to get the deal.
Him going to get the deals. And what did you think about the episode? Before I give you my piece, what did you think about that?
I think the first episode was probably the most inspiring to me. Yeah. I feel like, you think about it like that was even like late 90s, early 2000s-ish. So it's been a while since we've seen, even in terms of public perception, slightly humble Ye. He still always had that confidence that we know him for, but then seeing him being a little bit more vulnerable, but also being able to say, I'm going to get this deal. Dame keeps saying he's going to sign me. I'm meeting with people. I got these songs. I got my clique. Him being big on putting it on for Chicago. I felt like that was probably the relationship with his mom. I felt like that was just, it was beautiful to see because it inspires you because it's like, dang, he believed in himself from the jump. And it made sense that his music was so honest and so, soulful because you saw his inspirations. You saw how much he was grinding. You saw the team that he worked with and the still collaborators that he has to this day, like just coming together and working to create. And, him being like, I don't want to just be put in whatever box they put me in. I think that's something that a lot of people fall into the trap of. Like, they said, like, this is the Bash Women podcast, or this is the, they just talk they shit podcast. Like, nah, we want to be more. That's why we aim to give you more. I'm going to be a rapper. I have these songs. You might not see the vision now, but you will. Proving his worth, going in his pockets and spending his bread. I felt like that was just like something to see because knowing where the story is now, even when he's tripping, it's like, you really made everything you wanted to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was a really hard come up for the boy, even though he was already famous to a lot of the rappers around him for producing. Like he did the Blueprint. He did a lot on the Blueprint. He did a lot for a bunch of other rappers in the Rockefeller camp, and then the people that aren't in the Rockefeller camp at also. He just wanted to be a rapper though. Like he wanted to be rapping and he wanted to do fashion. So it was cool for people to start to really understand the original Kanye and see that like what we see now isn't always what was there, and what we see now came because of what he was doing back then and like going to the radio stations, going to the studios and everything like that. But on the flip of that, people were saying like, yo, why didn't they sign him off of All Falls Down, off the rip, or off the tracks when he was in the studio and they was not paying him any attention? If you look at social media, they said that he was going there every day doing that, and you understand that because like I may be an up and coming rapper, and they don't want to like pour money into a person like that. They're like, yo, you just a producer, and we see you every day, you in our face, in our grill, pushing it. I mean, he's a hustler, but like you get tired of that eventually, so that's why they didn't really want to give him a chance. But I mean, it worked though. Like he did what he had to do. He was obviously a hustler, and he got to where he wanted to go.
Absolutely. B, you got any thoughts on that? On the first couple episodes, the first episode of The Genius?
Nah.
He's just a Kanye hater. Watch when the Drake documentary drop in 10 years. This guy is a Kanye hater. He gonna be like, yo, Drake was doing this and blah blah blah.
He was in a wheelchair rapping.
Yeah,
you know the vibes. I don't gotta say too much. You know what I stand
anyway,
at.
so
66666.
So and then the second portion was when he actually did the accident happen in the first portion?
I feel like it happened. He got signed at it was like they transitioned to it in the second episode.
Yeah, he got signed. He had the accident, and the album came out, and he was doing well, and then he just had beef in his camp. Like him and Cootie fell out. The
people he came up with started to show,
they started to show their ass on him because he was coming up and he was doing his thing. So he had to go through that rift of handling friendships and handling people. And then also in the second episode, his mom passed away towards the end, and they really showed that relationship that he had with his mom, and you understand now going forward, like his mom meant everything to him. And then, I mean, as fans, we know that once his mom passed away, it was over for him. Like it was really a downhill time. So you could really see that. So what you think?
It touched on for me, like I said, I saw, we saw, and leading up to his mom passing away, we saw, like you said, how instrumental she was. But we also got to see like the push for college dropout and the intensity with which like it opened up doors for him. And remember like I remember when Jesus walks out the video, getting ready for school and watching videos in the morning. It's like, yo, there's another new version of this joint.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You feel me? Like seeing the creative genius and also seeing how much of a supporter his mom was of him and how grounded she kept him. Like, but I appreciate, it might have been even in the first episode where he bought the chain. Some parents like, oh wait, I don't understand how you're getting this money. Some people be like, oh, take that back, go get a Roth IRA, go get a. She was always supportive of him, even like him, Hey Mama, and all of these different things. You saw that love, and I just think it was tragic, but it also spoke volumes to the impacts that grief can have on a person. Because think about it, at this point, Kanye is on top of the world, back to back Grammys for each of the LPs. Untouchable from the production side. Anything he was doing, it was gold. And then he lost his rock, and you just kind of saw him spiral. It made sense why some of the decisions he made, because like, who do I run to? His pops wasn't really there for much. He had we get to part 3, you see his father a little bit towards the end, but his pops wasn't really in the full picture from what we saw a lot. And, he lost that one person who held him accountable. And the grief started spiraling, and I think that it was just so sad just to see it, because it's like, yo, say what you want, mental health was not as big back then as it was now. If you was acting crazy, you was crazy, and that was it. And you see the spiral, you see the outbreak, you see the cries for help. But we didn't live in an era where people were coming to get you, and you got to go home, you got to go get help. We need you in therapy. And it's like, okay, you got money, you got power, you showing up with, you got every bad chick that everybody trying to smash in the industry. I'm not saying nothing. I think even to the thing they said about Kim was intriguing. Oh, you married somebody. I'm not even start a part there, but you married somebody else that seemed to use vanity as their fuel to push their celebrity farther. It's like you wasn't really getting the best of what you needed. You got what you wanted, but you wasn't getting what you needed, and that kind of caused him to spiral.
No, definitely. I agree with you. And then we just wrap it up with the third part, which I feel like they ran out of footage. It wasn't the best. Yeah.
I hit you immediately. I was like, yo, this third part, not it.
Yeah, it just wasn't the best way for us to end it, because they tried to come full circle and then come to up to date.
But it was like a 7-year gap, because remember he said he was following him on tour. They fell out. He popped out. I didn't really have his number unless he needed something. Yep. Not needed something. I want you guys to do this video.
Yep.
It was very much like, all right, bet. Netflix said they gonna cut this check. We got, have a whole, because the way I thought it was gonna be, I thought he was with him the whole time. Not the whole time, but it wasn't as sporadic as like, okay, I'm going ghost for 7 months. I'm going ghost. I don't see you for 2 years. I don't see you for a year. I don't see you for 6 years. I was like, I felt kind of misled going into that third part, because it's like it's a 20-year documentary, but you missed like 8 years worth of shit.
He missed a lot. So.
And then he started talking about his like Cootie. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm like, bro,
it's nothing to do with what we came for. But respect to you. They tried to like mirror it. Like Kanye was going through the Kanye thing, and he had kids, and then Cootie had kids, and then once Cootie had kids, Kanye was actually getting to feel like, oh, this is what it's like to be a father. This is the gap that was able to fill once his mother died. But it is what it is. It ended, and all in all, it was a great documentary. It was nice to see. It was nice for people to understand who Kanye was, and we get to see a little bit of where his career started and how it is now and how he's the mogul that he is now. But also, it came out at the perfect time because he's doing him and Kim are done or whatever they're doing. He's got the Pete Davidson beef, and now he's back in his producing bag. He's dropping albums. He's on tour. He's headlining Rolling Loud. Like, it's not a coincidence that the documentary came out when it came out.
Absolutely, he's getting slandered because of the Pete Davidson shit. So I was like, yeah, y'all gonna remember why y'all love me too. Kanye's a genius of that. I'm a wild out, but then I'm gonna let y'all remember why y'all love me. But man, B been quiet, so I think it's time for music, y'all.
Yeah, I never seen like a hater hate so much there.
He turned red. He matched his sweater.
It wasn't. I didn't watch it. You know, I'm not. I always said on this pod, I'm not the biggest Kanye West fan. I respect his artistry. He's a genius, even though he be doing some dumb shit. But you know, it's over yo or no gang. You know. But anyways, watching this on YouTube,
there would be no Drake without Kanye, but it'd be okay.
It would be Drake without Kanye, but that's a different talk. We're not having this conversation because we are.
Yeah, put me on the Patreon. We had that talk on the Patreon.
Yes. If you are listening this on YouTube, please go exit out and go to one of your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple, iHeartMedia, Stitcher, you name it, we're there. And you can go listen to our song of the week. And also we have our playlist on Apple Music, which is in our link tree. So go click that. So now it's our song of the week. Who's going first, fellas?
I'll get my.
Oh, that was Blue Bucks Clan, Victor Cruz. Go support that EP. You already know what it is. But you know what time it is. It's the people's choice, the people's favorite. Slick, drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
Yes, it's very fun here.
Yes. So you know how this goes. We have, extra toxic topics on our Patreon, so subscribe. But you know what? Since we strapped for time, we could just do this one, which probably could take the whole toxic segment,
Probably could have been a whole hour, honestly. We didn't even draft.
Matter of fact, we might bring this back. We might actually bring a lot of female hosts to give them a build a nigga. But this is build a girlfriend workshop over here. So Slick, you made this up. So, we each get $100.
You gonna put this on me, dead ass? You really gonna put this on me? You dead ass? You not dead ass?
So, we made a list. This was inspired by a TikTok of what's her name?
Slim?
Yeah.
Me to play it?
Nah. We could just briefly say it. So she was going there with $1,500 and she was just, building a bear, build a nigga like, $1,500 for a big dick baller, loyalty, commitment, communication, and it came out to like $2,100. So he was like, you know what? Let's do our own. So we have the price of $100.
Yeah, we broke. We ain't have $1,500 to build no shit. We got $100.
and we have nice body for $10, cute face for $10, follow direction, and intelligent for $5. Loyal for $20, know what she wants to eat for $15, firebox for $20, fashionable for $10, no lingering niggas for $15, honest for $15, accountable for $20, throat goat for $20, cooking clean for $10, and no whole friends for $30.
Oh shit.
Who wants to go first, gentlemen?
Shit. $100?
You got $100.
$100.
Which one you gonna choose?
My first thing, she gotta have a cute face. I'm sorry, I'm a little shallow in that font.
Hey, so you got $90. Let me make a list for you so I can,
she gotta be cute. She gotta be cute. I was gonna say just because
face. So you got $90 left.
I got $90 or she need to be intelligent. We gotta be able to talk about any and everything. So it's $5. So that's $15.
85.
I need some loyalty in my life. I need some loyalty. I'm not gonna lie. I need some loyalty.
What about throat goat? You don't want your girl to be a throat goat?
Oh shit! The door is open, y'all. Abort! Hey, JB Toxx, take over. Maybe I'm sorry.
Stop it.
You don't want a throat goat?
Hold on, wait.
Don't friends.
I went loyal. What I'm at? What I spent? 35.
Yeah, you at 35 right now.
I got 65.
Yeah, you got 65.
I need cooking
65
clean.
left.
I need cooking clean. Cooking clean, you
Okay,
know.
cooking clean.
I like that, you know, the food, you know, keep a house. That's something nice. I know that's something I can cook. I can do a little clean, but I don't do it on the regular. I need something like that. So I'm at, how much I got left? 55?
Yep, 55. Come on now.
Shit.
You don't want no lingering niggas?
Hold on, we're gonna get that. I'm prioritizing, motherfucker. I went first. Fuck you. And you already set me up for this shit. Got me in trouble. Shit. Damn, I'm scared now.
You want your girl to be accountable?
What did I pick? I picked loyal, accountability. Hold on, we gonna get there. I gotta say I got $55. Let me live. Let me, you know. I need the throat goat. I need elite throat. Cause like that's gonna get you there. So I'm at 35.
Soul snatcher.
Yeah, it's 35, right?
Yep.
Ah, fuck. I need shit. I can't get half accountable. Shit. I do need accountability. That's $15, right? So what I got? What did I pick so far? I picked cute face. I picked intelligent. I picked loyal, accountable, throat goat. I picked something else, didn't I? What else I picked? That was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got $15 left to make dreams come true. This shit hard as fuck. Hold on. All right, she's loyal. She's accountable. She's a throat goat. She got a nice body. What else I said? And she's intelligent, so she's smart.
Yep. We got the cooking clean thing. So what? You want her to be honest? You want her to know what she wants to eat? Those are two things you can get for $15. My good sir.
I could also get a nice body, and she could follow directions too. I get more bang for my buck. Wait a minute. No, I don't know. This is pressure, nigga. Leave me alone. Wait a minute. I need a second. I need a moment. Jamie Toxx over here he over here doing a pie chart and shit, trying to figure out what he want. You know what? I am going to go with fashionable and follows directions. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you accountable and you loyal, I shouldn't have to worry about some of this other shit. And a cute face, women's bodies change over time. She get a little older, she get a little pregnant. You look a little pregnant.
A little pregnant.
She go on birth control or something. You know, she can get a little thicker, and you know, if she's intelligent, she know how to get a bag. Shoot, might be able to send her to DR to, you know, build her body up. But you know,
oh my god.
But you know, like I said, those are definitely. I think, you know, like I said, the whole friends. Sometimes you need to grow a little whole friend in them, just so you know they keep you on your toes. Like, oh, she going out with her whole friend.
They teach you some things. You feel me?
Oh, she going out with her whole friend again. All right, nah, you wildin', mama. Because if you loyal, I know I don't gotta really worry about you. And if you fuck up, it's like, damn. Okay, you gonna be accountable about it, so we can really deal with it. You're not gonna lie. You feel me? So we can get to the root of some shit. So yeah.
All right.
And
that's a good list. That's
I'm about to say,
list.
because it's not firebox, it don't mean it's mediocre box too. Like you know, like I said, you know, I take your throat.
You might have to spit on it a little bit. You know, just get a little jump start.
little wax on, wax off. But you know, that's cool. Damn, she ain't never walked in a room we was recording, nigga. She was like, "What these niggas talking about?" I was like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get punched in the other side of my face."
All right. Jamie Toxx, you want to go or you want me to go?
You could go.
Jamie about this. I know exactly what this nigga go.
All right, damn. Oh, throat goat for the first. I need my baby to be a snow snatcher. You feel me? I need to be shaking in my shit. You feel me? I need a firebox.
Okay.
She got to have the fire.
Okay.
Oh, I can't decide between nice face.
You got $60. You got $60. Think about
the nice body. The nice body.
Think about
you made great logic.
You could build that shit up.
That's a fact. Cause like with the body, you're gonna get old with shorty, and the body ain't gonna be there like that. The cute face could last forever. You know, there's a lot of old Johns that got cute face. You feel me? You could tell they was bad when they was younger.
Cute face for 500.
Let me do that. Let me do the cute face.
You got $50 left. You got $50 left. You got throat goat, box fire, cute face.
Cooking clean.
Okay, because you Haitian, I understand. Stop. I say nabule.
You already know the vibes. Accountability. I need a girl to be accountable.
You got $10 left.
Shit. Damn, this is hard.
You got $10 left, nigga.
Damn, do I want a dumb bitch or just a fashionable?
Oh, we getting canceled. Oh my God. Me didn't not come up with this idea. This was off of TikTok. We just had to retort.
I don't even have loyal. I don't have enough money for loyal.
Oh, your bitch lying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call her bitch. Your girl lying because that's like my sister-in-law. But your girl lying, bro. She outside, nigga. You got $10.
Oh man.
You better pick intelligent and follows directions so you tell her what to do and she don't fuck up.
She's still gonna fuck up. She's not loyal.
She not.
We forgot to mention they're gonna be probably the opposite of what you don't select.
Oh yeah, disloyal. Yeah. Oh shit, you fucked up. Sorry, you made your choice. That's why I took my time.
we short on podcast. Damn! I got $10.
You got $10.
All right, we do the intelligent and follow directions.
All right, look, see, that's why you gotta listen to me. I be knowing. All right, that's your 100. Jamie Toxx is on you, bro. You done heard our fuckery. I think my girl is fire. I think I built.
Matter of fact, can I take back the firebox? You don't gotta have firebox.
No, stop trying to be like me. No, you picked it. No, you heard him. Hey, yo, he's like, I need firebox. Nope.
Nah, because I need good head though. I ain't gonna lie. Sure, that shit might keep me loyal, which is good.
No, you wanted all of it. Just know she might be giving it to everybody. She might be on the line. All right.
No, hey, it's not your pussy. It's just your turn. Wait.
Security!
It's just your turn, my guy. You feel me?
Oh, my God. Bing, bang. Go ahead, JB. Bring us home.
I'm going to go intelligent.
Okay. You got 95.
Fashionable.
I knew he was picking that. That's why I put it on the list. So you got, come on, 80. 85.
Nice body, cute face.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's intelligent, fashionable, $35. You got 65 left.
I got a lot of money.
You do got a lot of money.
Loyal.
Okay, $45 left.
I will go. Where's the?
You want to buy a vow? You want a lifeline? You want to call somebody?
So there's throat goat.
Mm-hmm. You got a pit.
Box is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Both for $20.
Mm-hmm.
That means if you don't select throat goat, that means she gonna bite your shit all the time. She gonna have teeth on your shit.
Oh my God, 40, 50, 55.
Not necessarily, because throat.
No, that's the rules. It's the opposite of what you don't choose.
You gonna have to lube it up, bro.
So if you don't select honest, she's a liar. These are the rules.
Okay, so I'll go with box is fire to my liking.
Okay.
We politically correct.
40.
60. So what I got left?
$25.
$25 left?
Uh-huh.
I'm playing with house money.
You good.
I got $25 left?
Mm-hmm. Your list is almost as good as mine. You took the body. I was like, oh, you nice. I was like, she built like a broomstick. She built like a broomstick. It's fine.
I ain't gonna hold your girl not accountable. She gonna have lingering niggas around.
She uses teeth.
Oh, I'll take
and she can't cook all clean. She definitely gonna have whole friends.
I'll take accountable. So
okay, you got $5
left.
So she gonna be accountable about them niggas.
And I'll take follows directions.
He gonna be like, bitch, I wish you would.
So I'll tell you why.
So she not gonna know. She not gonna know what she gonna eat. She gonna have a roster. She gonna be lying, and her head game is trash, and she can't cook or clean, and she got whole friends.
Okay, so nice body, cute face. That was a given for me. That's fine when it comes to looks. Follows directions, I would like you to follow directions. I say something, you don't have to ask me a million questions after. Intelligent, I like intelligence. Loyal, I appreciate loyalty. So you're loyal to me, you're loyal to other people. In my sexual preferences, box is fire. I want the box to be fire. I like fashion, so I want her to be fashionable, and I love accountability, so she's accountable for all her actions. Knows what she wants to eat. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. I really don't. I can care less. You can figure that out.
He's like, starve. I don't care.
That doesn't really stress me. I'ma just pick. If you don't want to eat anything, just don't order nothing. No lingering niggas. Let the niggas linger because this is my box. I don't give a fuck. Honest. If she's loyal, I take the loyalty over the honesty because, whatever. You're loyal to me. We'll talk it out later. Throat goat. I like a little bite every now and again. Cooking clean.
So you want shredded beef? That's what you're telling me.
I like a little bite every now and again. Hey, whatever.
A little nibble.
Cooking clean. I don't really care for it. I'll do my own thing. No whole friends. I could deal with the whole friends. Your friends is my friends. Let's get more friends.
Okay.
All right, this guy's an animal.
He's not playing fair, ladies and gentlemen. He is not.
Nah, but let me change mine. I want to redo though.
No, you fucked up. What you value? What you basically said you value? Pussy. That's basically what you said.
No. She cooking clean. She. I value that.
She said she bod you hitting it crazy, but she could.
Nah, I'm gonna take off.
No, I don't.
Okay, let me just do one. Let me just take off one. Let me just take
there's
off
no refund.
Firebox.
You checked out already. I don't care.
Let me just take out Firebox.
Checked out.
Loyal.
Go get another
That's
100.
it.
Go get a new voucher. You checked out.
Let me just take out Firebox and let me put it.
No, this is why
Loyal.
you went second. How you fuck up and you didn't go first? I'm disappointed in you.
Because I was helping you out with your list, you know.
You saw I took my time. I can stand by my list. I'm fine with it. I forgot what I picked,
man.
but I stand by it.
What time we at?
An hour and 46 minutes.
Oh, niggas, we do it again. We got time over here.
Nope. I'm about to go watch this Sixers game and watch them curse out Ben Simmons. You OD.
Oh man, all right though. So we're gonna end it there because niggas don't like a 2-hour pod. Jamie, put your socials out there again.
What you plugging, man? What you plugging?
We're Respectful AG on Instagram, and also by the time this podcast comes out, the flyer for the Pay and Sip, sponsored by Fail to Report podcast and also extracurricular activity will have came out. The Pay and Sip will be held on April 16th at Press Play Entertainment Lounge, Glow in the Dark edition. I will send out videos for the last one that was handled by
TXC. What I say? This is not part 2? We're not part 2 in this one?
TXC will be in the building. We got DJ Vaz. We got Lord Through the Looking Glass on his lens. We might have Jay the God handling the videographer. We got Rome, the entertainer of the Jack of all trades. Most likely will be there. It's going to be a grand time. Once again, by the time you guys hear this podcast, the information for the Pay and Sip will be out. It's April 16th. Hit my line if you need anything.
And we will be promoting it on our socials as well. So just tune in and follow us, and you can get your tickets to the Pay and Sip.
Shit, we gonna be.
And it ain't gonna be like the Atlanta shit. No dick in the mouth type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not taking those pictures. Relax. No shredded beef out here.